Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Overwatch Carbon Series Playoff Recap Show. Once again, I am Boopasaurus here to bring back all those awesome plays that we saw during the playoffs, and let's get right to the games. The last game of the season and our first game of the playoffs was our number 2 seed Immortals versus number 3 Complexity. The Hollywood drama was not over as Complexity got as close to the yellow box of victory as you could, but Immortals stopped Complexity inches from the victory.
This is so close.
Hyped had to switch to D.Va here for the extra delay, but it takes down Shake. Who needs a ground ton anyways? Complexity not able to seal the deal. The spawns coming back in for Immortals have pulled it back. Mede, a final Dragon Blade out. Gets one, looking for more. Takes down 2 by knocking Hyped out of the neck, but it's not enough.
It was a brutal loss for Complexity that they were unable to recover from. Immortals took the momentum from Hollywood and brought it to Anubis as they finished the map with over 6 minutes left. It didn't really matter as they held Complexity on point A anyway.
But the self-destruct takes down 2.
Immortals lost 1 round on Nepal, but brought it back and won the map and the series with a 3-0 sweep.
This is coming very much down to the wire. And there it is.
Up next was the number 1 seed LG Evil versus number 4 seed Detroit Renegades. Man, this game was entertaining. We started on Hollywood as both teams finished the map on their first go. Renegades began the second go-around with more time, but LG Evil didn't mind.
Trade has been unleashed here. 3 at the very end in a fight that was looking like Renegades might have been able to bring it right back. Oh my goodness.
LG Evil had an amazing push and grabbed 2 more points in overtime, ultimately taking the map and going up 1-0.
Barrage just canceled out by Train. A beautiful D.Va play.
Renegades had another really fast start on Anubis, but Jake and his clutch Reaper had other plans in mind.
Killed by Jake, although Jesus trying to do Jesus things, takes down Super Jake in here now, piling on with the Reaper.
Sending the map to a tiebreaker. LG Evil pulled out the victory and go up 2-0.
And
all right.
team action there.
Oasis was thrilling from end to end with multiple rounds getting to 90% each. Jesus, Megachu, and the rest of Renegades put up a valiant fight.
No! What a play by Megachu!
But on round 5, Jesus tried his best for a match-saving play, but Vol and his self-destruct pushed Jesus off the map and away from the victory.
See how this goes. Oh my God! No! He cleared off the point. LG Evil is taking it.
Our 3rd and 4th place match is between Complexity and the Detroit Renegades. We didn't get to see much of King's Row as Renegades held strong on point A, shutting Complexity out and taking a quick 1-0 lead. Complexity returned the defensive favor on Hanamura, where some great Mei walls prevented Renegades from capturing point B.
That's a beautiful wall from Torque to start that out. Here comes the blizzard. It's going to get awfully chilly here on Hanamura.
Complexity fought hard on offense and eventually overtook Renegades on point B, tying the series 1-1.
They may get this yet.
This is how we've seen maps end on Hanamura when you get a soldier over the top. A beautiful Helix. The res tries to come in. Nope, didn't even have res, just a juke as Sherlocky goes down.
But Megachu's Pharaoh was queen of the sky on Oasis, continuously blasting Complexity players. Even an airborne Tracer fell victim to Megachu's oppressive Pharaoh.
Yes, Megachu just domes Nicholas.
Complexity did manage to win 1 round, but Renegades win the map and go up 2-1 in the series. Watchpoint Gibraltar saw the return of Renegades' match 1 defense, stopping Complexity from entering the hangar. Renegades had no problem getting the payload close to the yellow box of victory before finishing the job with 1 final fight.
Juvenile with the blind charge takes out Torque. That is it.
Renegades took the series 3-1 and the 3rd place finish in the Overwatch Carbon Series. So that completed our first round of the playoffs, with Renegades taking the 3rd place spot and Complexity getting 4th. And now I bring you the recap of the Overwatch Carbon Series Grand Finals. This is what we have all been waiting for. The Overwatch Carbon Series Grand Finals featured our top 2 seeds, Immortals and LG Evil. Immortals and LG Evil brought us an exhilarating end to the Overwatch Carbon Series. The Grand Finals started on Hollywood. Super and Vol had an amazing ult combo to grab first. LG Evil fell victim to the spawn camp as Immortals were able to take a ton of time off the clock. Immortals played a great defense and hold LG Evil before second. Immortals came out swinging as they capped the point on their first try. Things were looking good for Immortals, but LG Evil started putting up a defense of their own on the heels of some great tank play by Super.
He's just gonna swing the hammer into it. Your feet are not safe.
LG Evil took fight after fight as they take over 4 minutes off the clock. In the end, it wasn't enough as Immortals made it to the yellow box of victory. Round 2 of the grand finals took place on Anubis. Immortals started on offense and capped first and gave themselves over 6.5 minutes to grab second.
That is Immortals bringing it back, and it has been all agilities for them today.
Agilities rushed in and tried to give Immortals a shot at second, but to no avail.
Not able to finish up the honor, gets a Winston in his face.
He failed to make any progress, and the slow defense from LG Evil started to take control. Super showed off more of his stuff as LG Evil fight off Immortals and are able to hold. Super, who played one of the best Winstons in the entire tournament, did not die once, as LG Evil evened up the series 1-1.
Super still alive, has a second Primal Rage here. It's the great closeout ultimate going to knock Mei away from this point. She's unable to get back.
Our third map of the series brought us to Nepal. LG Evil and Immortals battled it out over 4 rounds. Hyped brought out his Orisa on Village and provided our first truly effective supercharger, which helped Grim Reality grab some kills.
It's dropped right down, and that makes Grim very scary, picking up 2 kills immediately.
Agilities continuously outplayed Jake in the Pharah versus Pharah matchup as Immortals were able to quiet Jake and take the next 2 rounds and the map.
Tears through Jake for good measure. Immortals retaking the point, overtime fading away, and Immortals is taking a 2-1 lead.
LG Evil entered Dorado in a must-win situation. On the heels of their supports, LG Evil slow pushed the payload, mostly in overtime, and capped all 3 points.
Oh no, is this where McCree throws his body on the point? It is the saddest story. He just gets killed immediately. Nothing he can do. The Graviton comes in late, and LG Evil, when the backs were against the wall.
Immortals had an easier time and capped 3 points as Hyped goes off as Zarya.
Hype shields himself, drops the Graviton, they don't finish him, and it turns into a room of death. Oh my goodness, debated all day long.
LG Evil had 1 minute to push the payload as far as possible, but did not make it as Agilities asserted his dominance and stopped LG Evil short of first.
This payload stops right here.
This gives our tournament favorites 3 minutes and 5 seconds to get to the yellow box of victory.
Every kill here, incredibly important.
Immortals played very patiently, getting as much ult charge as possible. Then Hype pulled the trigger, and Immortals becomes the grand champions of the Overwatch Carbon Series. And now I bring you the Viewers' Choice Awards for the Overwatch Carbon Series, as a lot of our teams and players showed off their stuff, and sometimes not so much. Our winner for most effective character is Genji. Genji showed why he's such a valuable character on both offense and defense, as teams who had a good Genji typically performed better throughout the tournament.
But Ube, they did some good work on this Genji, a little more impactful than his Tracer been, and then Super Plume just playing whatever he wants and adding in the extra hit scan damage on a Soldier 76. They've got great control of high ground. Good first pick on a Jur.
A surgical execution, and he picks up a second. He's taking out both supports. Ube in God mode right now, finds 4, 5, is he the full 6? Ube completes the 6K. Wow.
The winner of the most entertaining team is LG Evil. Throughout the tournament, they were a force to be reckoned with, showing why 3 tanks are still good with a little bit of flash as well. They brought themselves to a 9-1 record and the finals of the Overwatch Carbon Series.
Is this Selfless we're watching right now? This is, I mean, they're getting a Graviton in the hotel, and it's working. Train cleaving right through.
Our winner for best play is Mangachu's Pharah on Shrine. Throughout that map, Mangachu hit some amazing rockets on multiple times, killing 2 people with 1. He put on a clinic, and our casters were left speechless.
Mid-air rockets, not a problem. That's like, I'm done. Done.
The winner of the best caster moment is Cart, and I'm gonna let Hex do the rest of the talking.
So Mesmer falls down immediately. Cart. Oh no, it got Cart.
The winner of the best fail is I Think I Can, thanks to Train. And I'm just gonna throw it back to week 1 as we begin with the story of a young Soldier 76. He gets higher and higher and struggles and struggles. And finally, he makes it to the top. and he dies. Before I tell you guys the winner of the Viewer's Choice Award for MVP of the Overwatch Carbon Series, I do want to give a shout out to Jesus, who had some amazing Tracer, amazing Widow, and 18 million D.Va self-destructs.
Jesus.
I also wanted to give a shout out to Grim Reality on his McCree and Soldier 76, as he helped Immortals make it to the finals and win the Grand Championships of the Overwatch Carbon Series.
Looking for Grim, who's tearing through his team with the nano visor and tears through Jake for good measure.
The winner of the MVP is Jake of LG Evil. Throughout the tournament, he showed a lot of champion diversity, playing characters like Pharah, Roadhog, 76, and anything else that you could imagine, and to great avail. I also want to point out how great his Genji was, getting tons of Dragon Blade kills throughout the tournament. Congratulations, Jake, a well-deserved reward.
Yes, Jake, you did use a Dragon Blade. Thank you for painting that picture.
Thank you, everyone, for watching the Overwatch Carbon Series Playoff Recap Show. I wanted to thank everyone for tuning in for all 6 weeks, and once again, to Immortals for becoming our grand champion. For one last time, here is the boop of the playoffs.
Who's taking that ride off the edge? That's one time where we actually saw Tracer get booped off.